what I want to tell you now, Erin, I want to tell you now before I forget, sweetheart. It's very important. I want to be reminded about the December 8th thing, okay? Just added, gotta remember that. No, there's something else I had to tell you.
Okay, we gotta turn this off for now.
Okay, I also need us to find all these, it's called Paramount Media, and they put their shit in the window, but we have an ad.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the small, we don't have to pay. And I want you to come with me to a thumbs up meeting and let's start doing thumbs up.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so I booked them, listen to me, I booked them already for the 29th, they need help. I mean, not for 20th, for the 8th.
Yeah, good.
I need help maybe
Yeah.
a little bit tonight just to design the flyer. Because I want to have something on the flyer now besides mine.
Mm-hmm.
I want something added on there. I want something added up there, even if it's temporary, for December 8th, immediately.
On the sign
Yes.
there? Okay.
Yes.
All right. I looked up at YouTube. There's a whole YouTube instructional. Go ahead. Go
And
peek.
they're on
Go peek.
NASDAQ now.
Go peek.
Wow. Whoa.
Whoa! Look at you.
Yeah.
Long time no see.
I'm telling you. What's going on, man?
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good as hand.
Yeah. Did you have sign in?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's just do that. You know the drill.
I'm first, huh?
You're first.
All right. Pretty soon I see a car out there.
She's in the restroom.
Okay. Numbers are falling off at 7 o'clock. No one is here.
I know.
What the hell? Well, looks like I'm going to be practicing by myself tonight. Talking to myself. All right.
Well, Howard just sent me the most incredible affidavit.
Oh, there's
asking
someone
me
in
to
there.
sign.
Who's that?
First of all, the best part about it, which shows it was written by a moron, it says that I incorporate by reference all the factual background in Howard's affirmation without sending me Howard's affirmation.
Where's my
Oh,
girl?
I will, but he won't like
Sam.
it when I'll give
Samantha.
it because he asked me for one. and I'll
She's
give him one that
taking
he
a little
won't
break.
like.
Oh, is she? She okay?
A little vacation.
Because the one I'm
Yeah, I
gonna
think
give
she
him
was
is
just,
for benefit.
she had a lot going on, school and stuff.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Because that's the truth. He wants me to say that I didn't handle the baby, Pat Trent. Are you there?
Uh-oh. There's another soul.
here we go.
He's
How you doing?
crazy.
Good?
He says that you're
Sign
this is
in.
a real kid.
$10 for 10 minutes? Oh yeah, $10, 10 minutes?
I Venmo'd it.
Was involved.
No, you did, excellent.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, okay, well, you can.
And secondly, on Big Park, because I don't know about the others, Frank
Oh.
Tryon, he had nothing to do with it. And I don't believe your father had anything to do with the original deal. I mean, and then he wants me to put in there that it's just crazy. I'm not going to send it to you. It's just totally crazy. I'm going to send it back and marked up in such a fashion. I'm on good terms.
More.
I still, I'm on good terms with him, and at the end of the day, I'll give him an affidavit.
In the midnight hour, she cried more.
You want me to give an affidavit? I'll mark it up.
Yeah.
It'll be truthful.
Cried more.
The one about it that he put in here is that
Ow! Yes, back.
I love that guy.
Wow.
I love that song.
Oh, that
song has
The
energy.
lip.
they use some form of the affidavit.
I've never actually seen him
He's admitting to being an escrow.
for.
Oh, he was on MTV forever.
I saw him do that song once,
I can't get
but I've heard it on the radio so
No,
many
we didn't
times. I
hear.
love it.
All right,
No,
call me
never
tomorrow in
mind.
the morning, early.
I was about to
I have to
just
read the
fucking.
fucking thing. I mean, it absolutely, it's really disgraceful to do it this at 10 o'clock at night. Recently,
Beautifully done. Thank you so much, sir.
because the truth of the matter is, what difference does it make? Do I have to fight with somebody for the rest of my life?
my nails done.
Nothing.
Oh my God, oh, I'm
Ready
sorry.
to go?
I can't. What's?
I don't mind getting mad.
What are you doing?
I had,
Look at me. What's going on?
I had an
Sue?
audition today, darling,
Oh, I see.
and it's
because-
Right?
Okay, we have
Upon
to-
joining, I resume my role.
Mark,
No,
Mark.
I go out and practice.
We can't
It's
do
not
it.
like, I have to leave it.
We can't do it, Ed. You can't do it.
All right, I'm gonna get off. All right, Eddie, I'll call you back.
Ready?
Let's try not to mention, that there's no people in the audience or anything like that. And let's try to keep this, because, Al, we're trying to do things a little different so we can just TikTok live.
Yep.
We gotta talk about that. People are really making money.
Hey, Mark. What's up, buddy? Okay.
You're live, baby!
Whoa! I'm live. I'm so glad to be live. Yes, welcome. Welcome, Black. I'm glad to be black, and you're all white with me. Did I just say that? And hello, I just want to say hello to my friends from the Strip. You never know who's watching. You never know who's watching, but I'm happy. It was really great to be in New York and to see such a level of professionalism that exists even in late night when there's 3 people in the audience. There was not one guy who was an asshole who said something to the audience member and try to walk the room. That's what they do out here. I don't know why. I've never seen anything like it. It's like, let's just ruin it for everybody. So the reason I'm saying this is because the LA School of Comedy is going across the country, a little international, and I'm excited about it because it gives people a chance to do stand-up comedy in places where they don't have stand-up comedy. And nothing works better than strength in numbers, and I'm really, really happy that I'm working with Aaron McIntyre. There's no reason for me to do this except to use this tape for later for commercial, because I will. But really, I want to thank him because he's coming on board with acting. And guys, it's over, all right? Whatever is going on it's over. We all got to go to work. No, for real now. We got to go to work. And I want to be ready. You know what I'm saying? So Aaron's taking a big one to leave San Francisco. Not leave San Francisco, but bringing out, what he has here. And then I'm talking to D.F. Sweedler from the comic strip, and I've got to get him here somehow so that you guys can get this feel, this vibe, this New York existentialism of comedy that allows you to be funny with no buffoonery. It's just too much buffoonery out here. It's just a damn shame. I really got to say, I look at this comedy sometimes and I just don't know what makes people think it's funny, because it's more, let's see how uncomfortable I can make you. Well, that's not happening anymore because nobody cares. We've outcared ourselves. All you little mixed people having babies, nobody cares. Meghan Markle, nobody cares about your beige babies, because you ain't the only black family that want to know what color them babies are. Ain't that the truth, though, Albert, right? When somebody have a baby, right, they look at the ears, at least from the South. My grandmother's from the South. They look at the tips of the ears, these little tricks we have. Certainly when it's a boy. No, I'm only kidding. And, yeah, I just also wanted to say that I'm really grateful to have people that help me here when I'm not here. And I wanted to thank you so much, Johnny B, for being here.
You're welcome.
Johnny Burnell, yep, he's going to be doing his podcast on diamonds, and we're going to get that diamond dust somehow so I can...
I made an announcement when?
Oh, you did? When's your date?
Friday, January 10th, on my birthday, my 43rd birthday, Miss Sunda.
Oh, mazel tov to you.
I have to remember that.
Yes, we're going to have to remember that so we can prep. You have to have Aaron on.
Wait, that.
Of course.
You have to have Aaron on because we have to talk about diamonds. Because
Drag.
oh, listen,
No,
you would be fabulous.
You had to get
Listen.
authorization through me if you want to do
I
that.
did drag once. I'm the ugliest woman you ever want to see.
I've seen some ugly drag queens. I found out that they weren't drag queens. I said something to a very famous, when I mean famous, like really famous producer, black producer, his daughter. I said to her, I go, come on, because I was interviewing her. I go, come on. I go, don't you want to get in hair and makeup? She says, I just came out. I felt terrible. Now the competition begins of the Aaron and the Iman, and you're like, what's going on, right? You're like, something's been going on since I've been gone. But a lot of things been going on. You don't like to when I talk like that, right? People want to see comedy, right? You guys don't want to tune in to hear me talk. But listen, I just want to say this. You guys have kids that are always in trouble. They're bad. They need attention. They want to put them on Adderall and not give you any. If you had this problem, then your kid needs to be taking a class, an improv class, a stand-up class, all of which will lead you to working in an acting class, which will allow you to be able to present yourself without looking at your phone and knowing how to be and how to be still and have a calmness about you. The kids are all over the place. They have to have a fidgety thing now. They're still fidgeting. Did you know that? Did you know what have you seen the fidget?
No. What's a fidget?
Fidget spinner.
Fidget?
It's a fidget spinner because they're anxious. We used to sniff mimeograph paper. I'm sorry. Bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Oh my God. I'm going to do something about all of these stories at one point, but not tonight. I tell you something, I've been through a lot. I just want to say thank you for all your birthday wishes on Election Day and all the stress that you all caused me on Election Day. If one person could have just said happy birthday as opposed to, because I know who you're voting for, right? You know, and I know who you voting for. Okay, so let's not even go there. Because she ain't even black. And I was like, I've just been set up. Stop doing this. My God. If you people are listening, listen to me. Make America Italian again and vote for Mike Marino, and then none of this would happen, all right? All right. I want to bring up Mark Safran, who was doing a fantastic job, I understand, in my absence. And also, I just want to thank you for that. And let's get you up here, all right? Let's do that. Mark Safran, ladies and gentlemen.
Mark.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. Albert!
Hey,
Not supposed to shout out to the audience, huh? Yeah, I just want to let you know that Patty channeled you for 2 weeks. But be that as it may, he missed you. He missed you. I don't have all that much to say because I'm not a stand-up comic. All right? I have been having fun. I can't even compete with the news. All right? It's amazing. You don't want to talk about this, but I'm in a festive mood. And I'm in a festive mood for the sole purpose that I live with 3 women who, no matter what they buy me, they think it belongs to them. Somehow, everything, including my underwear and my socks, end up in their drawers. There is nothing worse than somebody running around your underwear and saying, "What are you doing with my underwear?" "Well, I have my period." You don't hear comics talk about that anymore. It's not allowed. But I can't get canceled anymore. It's done. Over. No more cancel. Even Seinfeld, he should have just waited 3 weeks and he wouldn't have had to apologize. 3 weeks. He apologized for supposedly saying something about cancel culture and woke. Boom! One day, and it changes the world. Seinfeld could have kept his mouth shut. But being a comic, he can't. They just can't. They have to say something, even if it's ridiculous. Talking about craziness out here. Does anybody remember when Joe Rogan was fucking a lion at the Comedy Store? Now he's the biggest thing in America. I think it's great. He used to be late at night at the Comedy Store. He'd pull out this bench. He'd lay down on it, and you see him simulating copulation with a lion. All right. Now you saw him wrestling with lions. Well, verbally. Except Kamala. I found out that the reason she didn't want to go on Joe Rogan, just heard this on the news. You get more. You could do a whole routine watching Hannity and Fox News for 43 hours before you get on here. You're always going to see something funny that comes up. So I was reading, actually, I read it this morning, that Kamala Harris did not want to go on Joe Rogan's TV show or podcast because one of the issues were she refused to be questioned about legalization of marijuana. Now, I'm all for legalization of marijuana, especially since right now I'm doing a marijuana equity fund and I want everybody to invest. All right? I'll tell you right now, it's the wave of the future. And when you write these things, you just realize like how many obstacles they put in the path for people just smoking a joint. So the reason Kamala didn't want to go and talk about marijuana is that rumor has it she locked up 1,900 young black men when she was in San Francisco. None of them can vote yet. So they all didn't vote for her either. Anyhow, that's all I have to say. All right? There's nobody, I will wait for tomorrow. I expect that for comics, it's going to be a banner year. If they do their jobs.
Come on.
All right. There are three people. There are a number of people who are going to make us laugh this year. I smell Don Lemon coming back to CNN or MSNBC at an extraordinarily reduced salary, by the way, because they don't have much of anybody else. All right. Lord knows there's a movement on to kick Sonny Hostin and Whoopi Goldberg off The View. ABC just announced that they're looking for more pro-Trump people for The View, which ought to be interesting, all right? Because Meghan McCain ain't coming back. She hates them all, all right? Then, of course, nothing's going to be funnier than Matt Gaetz as Attorney General. Just the hearings are going to be funny. Well, tell me, Matt, how old was the girl? What do you mean? I didn't get convicted of anything. So, and then there's, what's the other one? Luna. And the best is going to be watching Chuck Schumer get more and more crookedy. Well, when I first met him, he stood up straight. Now he has a hump. This year, that hump's going to get worse. All right? He looks like a tired old man. Horrible. And then Nancy Pelosi, she may be the only one that gets arrested. But not for, political reasons, for insider trading. But I want to remind everybody, the funniest line I ever heard is when everybody was complaining about the migrants, Nancy Pelosi said, well, who's going to pick the crops? Then I found out she owned a vineyard. Nice people. That's today's Democratic Party. Not that the Republicans are much better. Thank you all. And I don't have social media to find me.
Don't look for it.
Guys, if you knew this Bohemian Rhapsody, blue Democrat, I hate Fox, I won't even watch it if my wife is on. He was terrible. I will tell you, when you're on television, you want to see yourself. It's so exciting. And I have a role. I'm on a role in Law and Order. And I run home to see this. I want to see commercials. I want to see me on TV, old school TV. You know what I mean? Like, my parents coming over there. And so Christopher North walks in, and, I get ready to do my line. And right as I get ready to speak, my husband says, and when you going to get another job after this? I never heard myself, and I've never seen myself again, ever. But it was the most watched episode. So people think I worked there. And then I gained a few pounds, and they thought I was Estepatha Mirth. And I mean, I'm just ironic that I don't look anything like her, but, I know you know something? He trying to hide that I look like her. But I wish I had her money. Because I saw Marla Gibbs. I wanted to tell you a story. I want to bring back all the old school. Yeah. Marla Gibbs, Judy Pace. Oh my God, they look great. Imagine Frida Payne.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if we could bring that back just for a podcast for a certain group like AARP. You down with AARP? Hey, you know me. You're like, yo, what's up, dog? What gang you with the way you dragging your leg? Like, I'm with the Strokes. Okay, it's not funny. I had a stroke here. And it was a Filipino student of mine that told me I was having the stroke. I was talking to her. I said to myself, why are these people acting like they don't understand me? And Stacy, that's opening for Mike Epps, he was here, and he said he definitely was in jail. You know what he did? He herded me like this, look, with his feet. Look. He kicked me to the car.
They're now newly nominated director.
Mark, that is the rudest fucking thing you could do.
Snake.
You do this at bat mitzvahs.
Well, that's a good place.
I mean, you have no idea what it's. You know what he does when it rings? He answers it and he goes, "I can't talk. I'm in the middle of a bar mitzvah here, and it's Shabbos." It's just like a little boy. He just wants to kick his ass. Who does that? Oh my God! Just make believe when roaches are in your house that you're white, and say, "Oh my God, they're crickets." Remember that. All right. You know, my mother beat the shit out of her. She was like, "Give me that spray. Give me that spray," right? And it was Raid or something, but anyway, she was beating the shit out of her eyelash. That's all I want you to know. That's how it scare you to know that you have roaches. All right, so that guy wasn't coming in. I was just stalling a little bit because he keeps peeping. They're more than welcome to come in, and you're more than welcome to hear the comedy of an individual who's going to change the lives of so many here at LA School of Comedy. And welcome to the stage, the director of the Film Actors Cafe, one and only Aaron McIntyre.
Aaron.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Bonjour.
You doing okay? You doing okay? You okay? Okay?
Yeah,
Okay? Good. I just don't want to come up here and go, "How's everybody doing tonight?" and like put a lot of pressure on you. Because, you know, it's a safe space. We're here in a safe space. Uh-oh. See, now he's upset. I've just upset him. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to send you all the love in the world.
Better luck next time.
Oh, God, better luck next time, he says. Yeah. Hey, everybody. Aaron McIntyre. It's spelled A-E-R-O-N, so please don't call me A-A-Ron, because A-A-Ron is supposed to be anonymous, and also A-A-R-O-N should be Aardvark. Aaron, not Aaron. Doesn't work that way. I am, you know, I was thinking about the what you were talking about, Mark, with the people who Kamala locking up all those 1,600 guys smoking pot, right? Did she actually prosecute those, or were those her little prosecutors underneath her? That's my question. And you probably have the answer. You could tell me. It doesn't matter. I'm not defending anybody.
It's over.
I'm not defending anybody. You know, I'm actually very glad that Donald Trump is the president. And before he even became the president, I said that to myself. I said that I hope he is president, because he's exactly what this fucking country needs. No, not what this country needs. He's what this country deserves. Let's put it that way. I am a white guy. Don't know if you noticed that. I'm white and bald. And for a while I was bald, and I had my beard shaved, and I had an earring, and people kept thinking I was Mr. Clean. So then I grew the beard, and then I got, "Oh, hey, Heisenberg, I love Breaking Bad." So, you know, now I got to put up with that shit. So I think I'm going to leave the beard on. I think I'm going to leave the beard. I'm going to start auditioning. I'm going to audition because they've got a new part. They've got a new part for a new Mr. Clean, because they're making a pine-scented Mr. Clean. And so that way, you know, I look a little rough and tumble, you know, because I always thought that Mr. Clean was gay. You know, I mean, he just seemed gay with a little earring. This was in the 60s, so, you know, a little crazy. I don't know if he was supposed to be a pirate. I don't think he was supposed to be a pirate, because he was in a T-shirt. He had his arms crossed, which made me think that he's probably, like, having an affair with the brawny guy, you know, the brawny towels guy or something like that. I think that may be what was going on. Another part that I'm thinking that I really want to do is they've got a part for a garden gnome. And that's, you know, and what do you think? What do you think? Don't I look like a garden gnome? Like,
Oh my God.
yeah.
You would be on my sister's lawn.
Yes, I would be on it, but not a lawn jockey.
Hello there.
That's wrong. That's wrong. It's not politically. You could get canceled for that, or at least be put on hiatus. Right? Hiatus. Let's see here. What else was I gonna talk about? Oh yeah, memory. So my memory has been getting worse and worse and worse over time. You know, a lot of times I say to my friends, you know, I mean, I'll walk into a room and I'll forget what I was going in there for, and everybody goes, "Oh, I do that all the time too." And it's like, yeah, but every time you walk into a room, every fucking time, I'll walk into a room to get something and get distracted by something, and I'll do something else, and then I'll walk outside and go, oh fuck, I forgot to do that, and I'll go in, and by the time I get in there, I've forgotten again, and I just can't remember anything. It's terrible. Last time I was, you know, in a romantic, well, it was sexual, okay? I'm just going to say sexual. I'm not going to say the F word or anything like that. I'm just going to say, last time I was in a sexual situation with a woman, you know, I looked down at her and I said, what did I come in here for? Because I forgot. You know, I was thinking the other day, and it was the first time in a really long time. You know, I just they say that bald men. You know, I mean, bald men used to be a hot commodity. I mean, Telly Savalas, right? Telly Savalas, what's Yul Brenner, right? The Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean was big with the housewives. Housewives love that. They're mopping the floor going, oh yeah, baby, give it to me. Now they're going to have to, you know, screw a lumberjack, you know, once they get the pine-scented one. But see, I forgot what I was going to say again, you know, so I'm like right in the middle of the goddamn thing, and I just keep forgetting. And see, I forgot my phone, so I can't pull it out like everybody else, you know, and look at it.
You're bringing that out, and you let everybody be a part of that. We're all thinking for you.
Exactly. I'm thinking about getting one of those things like they have on like Star Trek, you know, with a little, you just tap your head and you can talk and it'll take a message. Because, you know, by the time, I swear, I get an idea and I'll pull out my phone, and by the time I get the app open, I fucking forgot what I was going to say. And I've lost hundreds and hundreds of jokes that way. Get ready to clap. I'm in recovery. Thank you. I've actually been sober for about 22 and a half hours. And thank you. That's a long time for me. You know, I'm going over to an AA meeting right after this. You know how they give out the chips for the birthdays? Well, they give a 24-hour chip. I've got about 7,650 of them, and as soon as I hit 10,000, that's when I'm going to quit. Right?
Hey.
Yeah, there you go. Haven't done, you know, I used to do ads. I've never done heroin, never done crack, and never done meth. But I'm looking forward to it, you know. I mean, at some point, I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. But I'm not sure. I don't know if I want to go there because it might be dangerous. It might be dangerous because I do have a very addictive personality. You know, do you remember when you were in like sex and drug I don't know if you had sex and drug education classes, right? And they would show you all those movies like, you know, they're trying to scare you away from drugs, right? And they would show some like guy and it was in black and white and it was all fuzzy and they were, you know, and he's sitting over in the corner and he's going and I was sitting there going, that's what I want to do. I want to be just like that guy. You know, I mean, it did. It looked fun. It looked like, you know, he was having a good time, and he was all by himself in a corner. In a fucking flop house, he was happy. You know, I mean, what else could be better than, you know, being strung out on heroin? You know, I was thinking about something, and I fucking can't remember what it was. I was thinking about something, and I had it written, and I can't fucking remember what it is. But it was. I swear it was funny. So just laugh anyway. Just fucking laugh, and I'll feel better. Could talk about my favorite thing, which is my daughter. My daughter is awesome. She's a prisoner guard for juveniles in New Zealand, which they're easier. The New Zealand criminals are a little bit easier. They're like criminal light. And she takes care of them. But she came and saw us a little while ago, and she was just so used to it. She was so into it that it was like she tells me when to go to bed and when to eat, and she's always fucking taking my commissary money, My mom was also really into, she was very restrictive. She would never let us curse in the house. Like, we couldn't say fart, which is, to me, like, everybody says fart. We had to say pop, which I thought was, did you pop? And I was like, no, I fucking didn't pop. I'm sitting here. What the hell are you talking about? So I always hated that word. It just, the sound. But anyway, so she was really, really against any kind of language. And when she got old, I went and I took care of her for about 6 months, and it didn't do a very good job because she died. But that's okay. She wanted to go. She was ready. She was 98. She used to say, just take me out back and shoot me. And so we did. No, we didn't. Okay, she would laugh at that joke. Okay. No, she wouldn't, because she didn't fucking laugh at anything. She never laughed at anything. She was a pretty tough bird. She was a pretty tough bird. Anyway, I had these books on tape, and I actually was on Alexa, which she could never fucking pronounce for some reason. She'd go, Alacia, Alemony. I mean, she'd come up with everything but Alexa, I hope there's not an Alexa in here, because it'll start talking to me. Anyway, I got this book, and she liked the Westerns, and she liked the detective story. So I got her this detective story, and I walk into the room, and she's right in the middle of listening, and she's laying back in her chair, and she's got her eyes closed, but I can see she's awake. And I hear the narrator saying, and then he ran his hand down the back of her spine to her voluptuous buttocks and reached around into the crack and I just was like, I gotta get the fuck. I could, it's like when you're watching a movie where people are making love with your parents. It's weird, right? So it was weird. I walked out of the room, and later on the book was over, and I came out, and she's sitting there smoking a cigarette, and I said, how was the book? She said, it was interesting, which says it all right there. Should have saved the best for last, but I didn't. I just want to talk a little bit about the classes that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing classes here. We've got a free workshop coming up. This is a way for you to try out. You can try it out, see if you like it. So far, I've got pretty much a 99.9% record, approval rating. I've only had 0.1% ever in 35 years. That's 35 years. Most people really like it, so I hope you will too. It's on December 8th, which, by the way, Johnny, that's 2 days after my birthday, so don't forget that. I'm expecting a diamond. You
can get a diamond. You can get a diamond from your missus, not from me.
I shouldn't have said anything. Anyway, so it's on December 8th. That's a Sunday. I taught adults for 35. I've been teaching them for 35 years. I started working with young adults. So anybody from 10 to 17, started working with them so that we can have a little bit, the scripts are a little bit more friendly for that. For the parents, mostly. It's not for the kids. The kids know everything. But that's going to be from 4 to 6:30. Or 4:30 to 6:30. No, is it 4? It's 4. Does it say 4? What time does it say? It's right there on the flyer, right in front of you. Right on the table. Sunda. Sunda. I can't remember. It's 4:30. It's 4:30. See, okay, it's 4:30 to 6:30. I told you, memory. Am I right? 4:30 to 6:30 working with young adults, and then 7 to 10 I'm going to be working with adults. So the young adults 4:30 to 6:30, the adults from 7 to 10, and we're going to work on scripts. So you're actually going to have something. I'm going to put all of the video every single week. We record all of your work. And we put it in a Dropbox so you can watch it in the comfort of your own home and, marvel at how wonderful you are and question why you haven't got your Oscar yet, right? So, anyway, December 8th, Sunday, 4:30 to 6:30 for young adults, 7 to 10 for young adults, 7 to 10 for adults.
Stay there.
And Jesus Christ, I cannot
Stay
talk
there.
tonight. Okay, huh?
And you know what he's convinced me to do, and it's the right thing to do, is that, what time am I coming? Together we forget.
Oh, yeah. So Sunda is also going to be offering a stand-up class.
Yes.
For
young adults and kids.
Yeah. So if you got any kids out there, they can go for the stand-up comedy at 2. Is that right? You're going to go 2 to 4?
No.
No, dude.
I do it so fast.
I do it so fast. He makes some stars in a couple of minutes.
You know what? That's funny. We could do something like that. Make some stars in a couple of minutes. Just give them mushrooms. They have no idea.
There you go. They have no idea what the hell.
Well,
all right.
else there too. But yeah, come on out December 8th. Have some fun. If you'd like, if you have a local business and you'd like to be a part of our network, please feel welcome now that we're a part of TikTok Live community. I'm excited. We'll be doing that in January, and I'm so excited, and congratulations to you for the Film Actors Cafe.
Absolutely. So you can find us at filmactorscafe.com. That's filmactorscafe.com. You can find me at aaronmcintyre.com. And remember, that's AERONMACINTYRE. And I think that's it.
Wow.
Bye.
Bye. Wow, that's a name, huh? McIntyre. Can you imagine if we were detectives? They would be like McIntyre and Kronquist.
I like it.
Kronquist and McIntyre. And then they'd make a typo and say Kuhnquist. That would be terrible. I saw a terrible typo, and it was about what was coming back from the voters. I'm not bringing it up or anything, but it was saying it had a word, and it had the results, and the U was missing. And I'm like, wow, I got sued because they said I didn't have my stuff captioned on television. But they teach kids wrong things. Isn't that crazy? The result, I think from us doing that shorthand. What do you think? No, shorthand, longhand. All right.
Did you learn shorthand?
Dude, don't ever tell anybody. You know what? Someone threw it in my face. Right, Mark? Right before my birthday. My ex-boss said, did they ever find out that you lied and that you faked stenography? You were no Greg stenographer. These kids don't even know what stenography is. But you know what, Albert? You're going to come up here and tell them a little something special. Let's give it up for the one and only Mr. Albert Linton.
Thank you.
You know him from Paramount. You know him from HBO. Now you know him being Fly Guy. Hey, look at you.
Sunda, thank
No,
you so
don't get
much.
no love.
Yes, you
I
do.
love this members only. I love this.
Thank you. I appreciate you so much.
Appreciate you.
I love that you love my shirt, my thing here. Kind of young for me, but that's good because I'm so old. I need to look younger. Anyway, so I got a show coming up here in Fresno at the end of the month. So I'm out trying to get warm because I haven't been on stage. I haven't done any stand-up comedy, and now I got this show coming up. So I gotta start brushing up on my act and close your mouth before a fly goes in there, and or leave it open. It's up to you. So I'm getting ready for that. I was in I went to Florida by train. So I caught the train at Union Station, and I took it all the way across country to Florida. And, you know, it was old world. They really tried to play that up. They had like the dining car, and they had like white tablecloths on the tables, and they had a vase on there with a red rose. You know, it was so different. It was actually a lot of fun, you know. And I met a couple of people who were nice, and we waited for each break, because you can't smoke on the train, so you have to wait for the breaks. And you know, I'm a smoker, and so I wait for the break and then get off, smoke real quick, then jump back on, all the way over, you know. And then on the way back, I missed my train. So, because I had to drive from Jacksonville to Atlanta, and on the road to Atlanta, there was a traffic crash. And that backed traffic up for 2 hours. So by the time I got to Atlanta, my train was gone. So then I tried to get a bus. No, they said the next train would come in on Friday. And this was on a Monday. And I'm supposed to wait till Friday? So I took the bus. I took a Greyhound bus, and it was interesting. A different kind of people on the bus than on the train. So I spent a lot of time underneath my blanket watching movies on the bus. You know, I met this really beautiful woman on the. Was it on the bus? Yeah, it was on the bus. She was taking up 2 seats, so I sat on her. She really was. She was taking up 2 seats, so I sat real close to her and we talked. She's a computer programmer, and that's a profession where you are gonna gain weight. If you're a computer programmer, you are gonna get fat. There's just no way around it. So, but she was a lovely person.
There's no way around it.
Yeah, because what is it? Oh, when you sit around it, when she says, when your mama sits around the house, she sits around the house. Yeah, that's the joke. Right. So she was on a bus, and I wish I had, hit her up, got a phone number or something, but I didn't. And so that's an opportunity gone that will never return. She lives somewhere in the middle of the country anyway. I'm a coast boy. I got to be either on the East Coast or the West Coast. I've done middle of the country. Like I lived in Iowa for 6 years. And that's enough. I lived in Texas for 30, That's enough middle of the country. I need to be by an ocean. So it was good to remember why I moved here in the first place, because everywhere else sucks. So I moved here. So, although Florida, I had a lot of fun in Florida, and I didn't leave Florida voluntarily. I didn't. I was juvenile delinquent, they called me. Shit like that. So I had to leave, and my mom and my stepdad got together and put me on a train, actually, and sent me to New York to live with my dad. So I went to high school in New York. And that was fun. I enjoyed that.
I know it.
Looking back at it.
Wow.
It was so much fun, man. And it was in the 60s, too. Oh. And so when you weren't marching, you were sitting around singing, Kumbaya, my Lord, Kumbaya. So you did all that because, then the girls would like you. And if the girls like you, life is good.
Right.
Yeah.
Life is good when women like you.
Yeah.
If they don't like you, I was afraid of that, actually. I was afraid that I would get on the train and have to sit next to an old black woman who is there is no one in the world scarier. To me, it's like the last time I rode on a plane and I sat next to an old black woman, and I'm old, right?
Right.
And I'm sitting here, and she's there by the window, and I'm in the middle, and it was a cheap flight. What's that cheap airline? The cheapest one. It was this Frontier. It was Frontier.
Okay.
Another one of the cheap ones. And she's like, and don't you touch me. I'm like, this is the public place, lady. I'm not gonna touch you. This is my seat, and this is my seat, and that's your seat. And I'm sitting there wondering, what the hell is she talking about, right? And don't even talk to me, and don't even look at me. And she's just going on and on, and she went on for like a half an hour. And I was like, I don't know what the hell is going on, but I know that it was a chore. So we finally reached our destination. She called ahead. She's got her, I guess he was her son, and his brother, or whoever, a bunch of dudes meeting her, so that I guess she thought I was going to do something to her. I was going to do something and get away from her. Yeah. So fortunately, I didn't run into anybody like that, so the trip was good. But now I got a show coming up in Fresno. So,
old people.
that's something I want to do. I want to do.
This one broke. That didn't.
Oh, okay.
That was broke.
Okay, I want to do.
You can't do it. You gotta.
Just leave it.
Yeah.
You gotta untie it.
No. Just
Yeah, he already pushed it down. You can't just do that. It has to be adjusted.
I know people do that all the time.
Okay.
No. You
This
gotta
is
turn
his.
this. Yeah.
Okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry
Don't
about
worry
it. Not
about
now.
it, 'cause I-
Not now.
Yeah.
Not now.
You can do
You got it?
You can do it when I'm done. I like those shoes, by the way. Or are they the socks?
I don't know.
Okay, because those are cool.
I like them.
Yeah, me too. Something I would wear. I'm serious. I sport them. I would. So I'm getting ready for this show because I haven't done a show in so long. It's been 2 months since I've been here.
Okay.
And it's been like 6 months since I've done a show. What, I have 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm trying to get ready for that. Do my old stuff. My name is Albert Linton. Actually, it's Albert Nathaniel Arthur Linton. I don't use it because the initials are ANAL. And that's anal full of slow, folks. Because some of you are trying to spell it. I'm originally from Florida, a little town called Jacksonville. Poor town when I was a kid. My parents were, I can't remember. It was a poor town when I was a kid. It was a rough neighborhood. I had to walk my little sister to school every day to protect her from the bad guys. She was very beautiful. She had very long black hair, but she wore long sleeves, so that covered it up. Neighborhood was bad, man. Jehovah's Witnesses carried guns. The Mormons rode Harleys. The Avon lady didn't ring the doorbell. She kicked the door in and then she'd flex, Avon calling, bitches. And we'd be like, lady, if you ain't got no free stuff, you need to get your butt out of here because we'll kick your butt right now. We fought all the time. I fought every day. You ever have a fight and the person's breath was so bad you gave up?
I'll have to.
And I was winning. And then she breathed on me. So I was like, okay, I'll buy the Girl Scout cookies. Am I out of time?
Yes.
All right. Anyway, you can find me at Albert Linton Comedy, Albert Linton Comedy on Facebook and on Instagram. Trying to figure out how to use threads. How to post on threads. But you can find me there. I have 2 shows out. One is called The Black Hamptons, and the other is called... I have 3 shows out. I have 4 shows out.
You doing a show here? Tell us the shows.
Yeah, I have 4 more. I'm in 4 TV or films. Black Hamptons, Lace, of course, Rags, and Cabbage.
Cabbage.
Anyway, lovely teeth, by the way.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Temporary.
Oh, we ought to keep them. They look good. Anyway, that's it. Thank you.
But just say it again for me, please. What was that you said?
I said your teeth are lovely.
Oh my goodness. I didn't even think that anybody noticed that.
I did.
Yeah, right. He noticed.
He gets so mad every time. He said to me the first time I had them done, he said, stop grinning. He said they were new, and they were temporaries, and they were huge. They were beautiful. I love them, but New York will not do that. Yeah. Only LA gives you them Bruno Mars chiclets.
You're right.
I do, and I love Bruno Mars, and I love chiclets. But I can't have chiclets as teeth. And that's why I have no teeth, because I ate too many chiclets. I love them. I used to suck on the tiny ones. Anybody like those?
Yeah.
Does anybody old enough to remember the chiclet house where it rained chiclets? You would stay inside and it would rain chiclets.
Oh, Mexican candy. I don't know, Mexican girl, something like that.
No, this is my first time hearing about that.
Never been to a chick.
Oh, you know, in the old commercials, don't you know that I was on I Love Toys? Because I was the only one that could remember newborn Thumbelina. You've never ever seen a doll like newborn Thumbelina. People were like, bitch, how old are you? Fuck you know about Thumbelina? Marvel the Mustang, he's almost for real. Gather him up, his fur's on his ears. No winding, no batteries. What horse do? What the fuck did that mean? Johnny doesn't even know what we're talking about.
Light bright, making things look bright.
I don't know that one. We should. Wait a minute. He said these are old school commercials. Hey, listen. All I know is that 4 out of 5 doctors smoked Camels, and I knew that because every poster was in the doctor's office. You know that. I was looking at something in the doctor's office where the nurse noted I had bruises on my body, and the doctor easily wrote down that I had fallen. Like, they were in cahoots, man. We were getting real ass whoopings back then. Think about that. Like, seriously, it's in a doctor. The woman put it down. The nurse was like, she got her ass kicked. You know what I'm saying? The doctor's like, well, she fell. All right. So, you know something? I am so glad to bring up this next performer because speaking of existentialism, he always puts me in his world, and thank you for letting me be a part of it. I always welcome you here, and you've always been so kind to us. Bring up the only Mr. E. Come on up here, Eamon. Now you'll know why I confused the name.
Yeah, nobody gets my name, right? It's pronounced Eamon. Greatness. That's what I'm aiming for. I came up here really nice and smooth, which is surprising. I'm suffering from arthritis. Oh yeah, you know the whole deal. When that arthritis flares up, I get thinking about my age and religion, sacred scriptures, because I tell you now, the medical coverage is just kind of out of my reach. So here in California, you can see exactly why so many congregations have been founded here, more than anywhere else in the country. Church of Scientology, all that. I'm a tour guide. And sometimes I say, there's the Church of Scientology founded by L. Ron Hubbard. Science fiction writer. Yeah, he really put his writing skills to good use. They hate it when I say that. Hate it big time. As a matter of fact, at the end of a tour, a couple of a man and a woman came up to me, matching Olive Garden waiter suits, the vest and tie, saying, just want to let you know, we don't like that you make that kind of remark. And I said, well, you can't take a joke? And for that, you will not be allowed into our forum. And I said, well, I've been thrown out of better cults than this, pal. And they said, seriously, your remarks are interfering with our book circulation. We're trying to sell things out here. And that's when I apologized. I said, I'm very sorry. I realize you're not a cult. You're a corporation. There's a difference. But seriously, when you get the arthritis and when it runs in your family, it just comes up at odd times. And then you get creative with, home remedies and whatever comes off the shelf. The Tiger Balm, the Cat's Claw, the acetaminophen. One of the best gifts I ever got was the pestle and mortar. From the old days. You know that, yeah. You get creative, and sometimes when these nutcases out on the street pick a fight with me and say, buddy, I got arthritis, don't fool around with me. And they ask me, how much you want for some of that? I got a cousin who's getting really famous. Yeah, he's always making the headlines. He's a brain surgeon. Okay, I guess this is the pun crowd. But I know a lot of people who are, joining in the strike for the actors, and well, I've heard that some of the people in the adult industry are also joining up in the strike. Yeah, those executives don't like that. Yeah, they don't like that at all. You know why? Well, they think that, the porn stars should be obscene and not heard. But seriously, folks, I know some people who are in the video game industry, motion capture, mocap. They are the video game characters, and they act like the creatures and all the different characters, but they don't put on outfits. They just got these little sensors on them. Yeah. Well, thing is that they're not getting a really good paycheck for that. The executives basically believe, they pretend to act and we pretend to pay them. But we got to support our mocap actors, because if it weren't for them, we wouldn't have Optimus Prime. Know what I mean? It's true. So, you like my T-shirt? It's a variation on Star Wars. I understand that. I guess we're all tired of talking about politics and all that, but it seems everything is getting politicized. Seriously, the other day I was just on a forum online talking about how Star Wars has revolutionized the sci-fi genre. And someone corrected me, saying, "Yes, Eamon, that's true. Only Star Wars is not a sci-fi story." Okay, you're different. How do you differentiate them? And I just realized, it's not sci-fi. It's fantasy. It's not scientifically feasible. It's all fantasy. Yeah. Can a woman be a hero that big against that oppressive a regime? We all know that now. Well, yep. It's fantasy. Anybody here own a Cybertruck? Anybody? No. I was going to ask if it really is true. I've seen videos, and I think maybe they're just making this up. But can you really enter a sort of function on the Cybertruck so that you activate turn signals or the brakes and a fart sound comes on it? Seriously, I've been seeing it on videos, but I'm thinking, is that standard? I shouldn't be surprised. I mean, overhyped, overpriced, hideously ugly, impractical, potentially life-threatening gimmick pitched to the public, and they make it all the more appealing for kids. Yeah, I mean, they must have got the idea from Disney World. Yeah, seriously. Done. And I know we all get the chance to pitch ourselves with, look for me on Twitter. I don't have a Twitter. Well, I did, but I've forgotten my password, and I'm not even going to dig it up. But Elon Musk has really cracked down on some people pretending to be him. Yeah, posting fake messages from Elon about how much money he makes, and he just said that he won't tolerate false prophets.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Hello there.
But he has no problem with anybody with an image of Jesus on it.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm at that age where you got to watch out for your health and all, but I just remember the good old days when I was just not so lucky with the ladies. And yeah, it really took me a while to get over a breakup. Yeah, she said, if you really loved me, you would treat me like a princess. And I said, And I said, what do you mean? She said, you need to treat me like a princess and treat my family with royal respect. I said, okay, sure, I'll do that. She was Russian. I took her and her family down to the basement to do a little photo shoot, and saying, here's your photo, and now here's where I shoot. Now, I was going to do some imitations, but that's the trouble in comedy today. Not too many people are doing impressions anymore, because I think, it's my theory, in order to be well imitated, in order to put on a good show of someone, an impression of someone, you have to have character. You have to be, impressionable. But people have said I look a lot like Keanu Reeves. So, here's my impression of Mr. Reeves.
All right, next person who asks me to say excellent is going to get a prop gun shoved up their ass.
People really liked that, and actually, I did that in front of Keanu. And he said,
I want you to join my team of stunt doubles.
And I said, Mr. Reeves, I appreciate that, but I'm not a good stunt man. He said,
it's all right. I do my own stunts. If I die, they'll bury you.
And, well, as you can see, they haven't buried me yet. I had to turn him down, as you can see, but look for me, Eamon the Zealot, on Instagram. I'm still there. I remembered my password on that. EAMONNTHEZEALOT.
Beautiful.
Eamon the Zealot. And I'll be doing some more acting, serious acting. Wish me luck on that.
Well.
If I'm not a good comedian, maybe I'll be a good tragedian.
Hey, but you know what you could be? You could be the love child of, what's his name? You used to do it. Now you don't do it anymore. What's his name? Sean Connery. Woo!
I get that a lot. This is not a wig.
Neither is this.
Yep.
Did I say that?
That was good.
Whoop, there it is.
Well, it's one of those nights where I have to call it a night because I cannot stay awake any longer.
Really?
I just got in. And, boy, are my arms tired. I will tell you something that my cousin said, God rest his soul. His name was Vincent, and he always was funny. He was just funny, but without meaning to be funny. So he said to me, damn, Mark just flew in today, and he just flew the other day. I said, yeah, and boy, are his arms tired. He said, well, damn, I guess so. Look how far it is. His arms are, you get it? His arms are tired. It's not real. That's what I wanted to say. Listen, guys, please come out. December 8th, I'm going to be there. I'm definitely going to be there. Come on out. And so what if you're not a kid? Remember, though, the acting, that's Aaron. He's very serious. Don't think you're going to bring kids in and go run and do nails. All right? Forget about it. I'm already stuck with the nail salon, the ladies' girl. And she don't even give me a discount on Clear. So, and I don't mean the Clear you look into. Be there. Why not? It's a whole new day, and it looks like people are coming back out. And I can't wait to see you. And Sam, I miss you. And to everyone who writes us, we love you for it. And today I always want to say a special thank you to my friend Anna. You know when you have a friend, you know how you have a friend? When you say, listen, I need a favor, and your friend says, what do you need? Yeah. That's how you know you have a friend. Because I was so freaked out today with this rent, because we have all this stuff going on. First of all, we have a beautiful studio here. If you want to do a podcast, if you want to do a one-person show, it's just laid out so wonderfully. And every time something happens here, I have no proof of it. Like, there'll be somebody in the bathroom, I didn't have my phone to take a picture. Or, people will leave me notes and tell me what happened. So I needed somebody to put this in order before, And you know what? My husband handled the whole thing today. He's like, look, there's people out there, okay? And they are not supposed to be there. I mean, he just like gave it right out. And I was like, thank you, Mark, because I didn't even have to go through all that. But it was just good to know when you have somebody that says, what do you need? As opposed to, Right?
Right.
So
Or-
I need something from you, Aaron.
What is it? Okay. I'll give you a hug afterwards.
And we're going to fix my guitar. And we're going to get this piano going. And we're going to get him somehow into the Game of Thrones. I don't know how we're going to do it.
There you go. Yeah.
I'm all for it. Or Mayans.
Oh, yeah. We could do the Mayans.
still going on?
No. Well, I just want to give a big round of applause to Johnny B, who's getting ready for his podcast. Go, Johnny. Thank you so much. All right, everybody. My name is Sunda Kronquist. Good night. I love music.